Happy Capricorn new moon and happy dark moon and happy 2025 in advance, because I might not see you in a video until after this massive year of 2024 has come to an end, with its numerology of 8, which is infinite potential, infinite possibilities, and manifestation, has rolled away into 2025, which is the numerology of 9, which is endings making way for new beginnings in our lives. Just a little bit of year-end energy with this last new moon of 2024. I'm hearing this message for all of us watching right now, and for me filming right now, to just tune into the journey that this year has been for us already, with that energy of 8 in mind: infinite potential, infinite creation and manifestation, infinite possibilities. So happy Capricorn new moon, happy dark moon. I was tuning into the energies of the Capricorn new moon a couple days ago, and then I looked up to confirm the dark moon energy, and the message that I heard was: start where you are, and where you are is where you're meant to start. And new moons are all about setting your intentions for what you want to create in your life, what seeds of manifestation you want to plant to see grow in your life. And then I'm hearing a lot of trust as well, because with setting any intention, and with planting any seed, and with getting started on any initiative in the energy of Capricorn, there is a level of trust that comes in, because you gotta trust that the roots will take, the intention will expand, the initiative will take off. And if you don't trust that, then you might not start at all. And if that energy of trust has not been surrounding you this year, or the motivation, inspiration, ambition, and focused drive of Capricorn has not been fueling you the last few months. The few months is just the time frame that popped into my intuition. Then Source, God, Goddess, Universe, Divine wants you to know that it is okay. And you are perfectly okay. I heard those words. Perfectly okay. Because you are worthy, first of all. I'm hearing. You are worthy. And where you are is where you're meant to start. And you can start where you are. And I just saw 333 as I said that. So just know that you can create whatever you want to bring through where you are, starting as you are, where you are. So with that being said, I'm going to pull us some cards to tune into this message of Capricorn new moon, the dark moon, which is all about new beginnings and new potentials, which I just feel like amplifies the energy of the new moon in its wholeness, because it's like setting intentions and setting seeds takes time for that to grow. And the dark moon energy of new beginnings and new opportunities is like it's arrived already. So it feels like that initial growth or takeoff or whatever it is for you, whatever you're manifesting, calling in, aligning with, that first like bam out the gate kind of burst of energy that's needed, I'm hearing it's taken care of with this dark moon in Capricorn. So tune into whatever feelings of ambition and drive and focus and dedication are coming through for you, because that initial spark is taken care of. And with that, I'm going to pull a self-care card for us to tune into how we can nurture this drive, this ambition, this dark moon energy of beginnings right around the corner, and really embody it within ourselves in a physical way, as Capricorn itself is a very, very straightforward, I'm hearing pedal to the metal type of energy. So let's pull a card from here. I'm doing this kind of raw and more in the flow of the energies that are surrounding me right now. So let's see what self-care is going to guide us through this new moon today on December 30th, and also through the following 2 weeks leading up to the next full moon. Self-care to nurture and Ooh, hello, that one was like, me. I was like, nah. Ooh, I love this one, I love this one. We have the energy of surprise here. This is such a fun self-care practice. You can just imagine like a surprise party, but the energy of that in your body for yourself, from those that are in your life, or for you, for yourself. And it says here, release your expectations and be open to surprise. This is one of my favorite in the entire deck. And it's because I've used this card personally to call in surprise and release expectation. You see, this makes a really beautiful and empowering and activating affirmation. I release expectation and open to surprise. I release expectation and open to surprise. I'm hearing from source to just try it on. I release expectation and open to surprise. Don't box yourself in. Release expectation and open to surprise with this Capricorn new moon. All right. Now I'm going to go into my tried and true best friend tarot deck here, the Light Seers Tarot, to see what messages come through with some more details and information that we can use to tap into releasing expectation, opening to surprise, and also to what other information we need to know. And there are 2 cards that have fallen down. I'll honestly need to check if there's any other that have slipped away out of sight and reach, but so far we have 2 on the table. Oh, and they're both really beautiful, and of course both are very physically grounded cards, which makes sense for this ambitious and very grounded new moon energy. First, we have the 6 of Pentacles coming through, which is just this beautiful fluidity of abundance and prosperity, and small acts of giving and receiving, and generosity and charity, and how the true energy of money and currency, and abundance and prosperity is meant to continually flow in and out of all of us and through all of us. You see, the cycle of abundance, of giving and receiving, is in an infinite loop, and all currency, whether it's money or current of water, must flow freely. So know that there is abundance flowing freely to and from all of us this new moon, with this dark moon enhancing that, I'm hearing. And this is also a card of small acts of charity being shifted, or karma shifting. And I tuned into a new definition a little bit of this card with a different deck that I've been using, which is, it's also a message and an invitation that if you're in a spot where you are able to give freely or abundantly, to be charitable and do so. And also if you're in a spot where you need to receive generosity and charity, to do so and to accept and to give openly and lovingly, because as we give, we also receive. And so know that that is a message coming through, and potentially we will be surprised by this energy as we tune into it, this new moon. And then we also have the beautiful, amazing Queen of Pentacles, which could be talking about the Capricorn, I'm hearing ladies in our life. The Queen of Pentacles, I'll just tap into this right away, is, as a human or a being on this planet, is someone who is feminine or a woman, or identifies as feminine, more feminine in their energy, even if they are like physically a man. And this would be someone who is grounded, very practical, very generous, very assured of her prosperity and abundance and security of it. Like she's resting underneath of it. And this would also be someone who is earth sign, which would be Capricorn, and would also be Virgo and Taurus as well. So potentially that more feminine, nurturing earth sign energy is going to be surrounding us this Capricorn new moon as well. But it is someone who's very grounded, very practical, very generous, very receptive, very loving and nurturing. This queen in the traditional tarot is sitting barefoot on her throne, earthing and grounding physically as she is tuning into the gratitude of her abundance, much like this, while also tapping into future prosperity and prospects I'm hearing in the future. So we already have some really positive, prosperous energies happening for us with this new moon in Capricorn. So let's see what other cards happen for us. Try not to lose any more under the couch. I don't know if any flew under there, but let's see. I'm hearing there's 3 other ones in here. I'm actually feeling like these... Oh, there's 3 right there. Thought it was just 2, but it was in fact 3 other ones, so I'm gonna just go with that. Ooh, we have the Knight of Wands. Hello. We have the Fool. Beautiful. Ooh, and then the 8 of Pentacles. Fun. So from tapping into this giving and receiving, generosity and charity, tapping into grounded, practical abundance, gratitude, and prosperity, and health too is coming through, we move through the energies to the Knight of Wands. And this a fun little story that's coming forward that I'm just going to share because it's coming forward is I have two decks of the Light Seers Tarot, and when I saw this card the first time with my first deck that I now gift separate cards away of sometimes, the first intuitive visual that came to mind was Esmeralda from Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame, and so I named that deck Esmeralda. And so I always feel like a gypsy, free-spirited energy from this specific Knight of Wands. And look at her, she's literally dancing and drumming and burning up passion to her own beat. The horse itself is free-spirited and like literally like rearing back to go and to get it done. And she's just in the rhythm of her own energy. And as a card and a frequency and an energy, the Knight of Wands is also really quickly moving energy, really passionate, ambitious energy that kind of charges into battle with spontaneity and passion. And you can tell that just by her energy, her smile, her hair flying all over the place, and how the horse is like probably just gonna gallop away and do like laps around this field or whichever they're standing in. So just know that grooving to the beat of your own drum, the rhythm of your own heart, your passions, your ambitions, I'm hearing might surprise you as opposed to what you may be expecting from it. This new moon in Capricorn with the dark moon as well, 444, which means we're supported in doing this. We're supported in moving forward in our passions and our ambitions, moving forward into 2025 following the rhythm of our own energy and frequency as opposed to expectations that we have on ourselves, and that we feel others have upon us as well. Leave that in 2024 and come into the energy of surprise and your own rhythm in 2025. And it's also interesting because there is a gratitude in seeing how the energies flowed for you and us in 2024, leading into these energies of 2025 with this Capricorn new moon, because you see here, there's this interesting visual happening, and it does create a divide with two women or court cards that feels like it's appreciation for the past while moving forward into the future. You see that? Sorry, I didn't mean to forget you. The Queen of Pentacles is looking towards the Six of Pentacles with all the giving and receiving, the charity and the generosity, the flow of physical abundance, prosperity, providence, health, wealth, well-being, physical manifestations, tangible dreams coming true, harmony with the Six. She's tuning into all of that energy, the Queen of Pentacles. No wonder she's so grateful. No wonder she's tapped into other forms of abundance and security. And then through this energy of gratitude for the past, there's movement forward into the future and working with the present to lead you into completely new opportunities and surprises later on. Potentially even within the next 2 weeks, I'm hearing for some of us. Because we have, again, the Knight of Wands. And then after the Knight of Wands, we have the major arcana of the Fool. And the Fool is taking a leap of faith, daring, optimism. It's that energy of she's taking a trust fall with the universe. You know, I don't know if any of you have done that, if you've ever been to like a camp or something and you have to like lean back and trust that the person behind you is going to catch you. She is taking a trust fall with the universe in this photo. And she is arms open wide as she does so. It's time to trust your optimism. It's time to trust your daring. It's time to take a risk and take a leap of faith. Right? And through that, you collect. I don't know why it's coming through as collect, but you collect surprises through the leap of faith. You collect something different than your expectations through the leap of faith. Because when you take the leap, you break the cycle of what you've been constantly, repeatedly receiving and giving over the years, months, or however long the cycle's been for you. But the leap of faith breaks that cycle. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles as well. So definitely a lot of physical energy, a lot of things happening in our material lives. This Capricorn new moon and dark moon, really fast potential new beginnings coming through, new opportunities coming through. And it's time to get down, Source, with the Eight of Pentacles, because the Eight of Pentacles is all about mastering your craft, honing your passions and moving forward with them, and trusting that when you put in the energy to get as invested and dedicated and ambitious and driven, as focused as Capricorn is with what you are studying, what your passion is, what your heart's calling you for, there's going to be giving and receiving happening. You're giving of that energy, and now it's pouring back out into your reality. I'm hearing, if you tap into that like energetic geyser of focus with your passions, Source says, give it a few weeks. So what that feels like to me on an energetic level is 1 week after the next the coming full moon, like 3 weeks from now, we might be seeing some downpour, energetic downpour in a really positive, fulfilling way happening for us with that passion that we invested into ourselves. So a lot of physical energy, some big leaps of faith or optimism needed to get us through, to tap us in, and then trusting that we have the right and the passage to just like trust the surprise and run forward into the unknown that we decided that we need to take a leap of faith into. All right, a couple other cards. With this being a dark moon, with this being the last new moon of 2024, with how big this physical energy is and how there's such potent physical surprises in store for us, let's see what portal we're opening for us with this new moon that we can walk through just by tuning in, just by tapping into your passions, your ambitions. I'm hearing if you've been in the energy of delay, just by taking the next step. Remember, the Capricorn new moon says, start where you are. And where you are is where you're meant to start. So take the next step, because you're not behind, you're not delay, you're not at a disadvantage. Where you are is where you're meant to start. So take the next step. Okay, I'm just going to go with the one on top here. Ooh, third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, and clear seeing. Damn. Sorry, pardon my language. Third eye activation. So it's interesting because all of these, okay, maybe not her because she's like doing some candle magic, but all of these women have their eyes shut. All of these people, their eyes are shut in these cards. But I get the feeling, especially with the Queen of Pentacles, even though her eye is shut, she's seeing. She may be seeing something that only she can see through her third eye activation, but she's definitely tapping into physical surprises and opportunities. She's definitely grounding those into her reality on a physical, tangible, material level by activating her third eye. It is a physical portal. You can take this moment right now with me if you choose, or you can just watch me as I do it. Either way, the energy will translate for you. But if you want to visualize as well, tap into the energy of this card. Visualize it with your eyes closed in front of you. Feel its energy, that cold breeze that feels like an ocean breeze surrounding you, urging you through gently. Put your hand on your heart, whichever you write with. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth and walk through into your physically manifested dreams that you visualized for yourself, into your physically aligned highest timeline that you've imagined for so long. Energies are clearing in 2025 with this new moon that's making way for all of that. And now open your eyes. Welcome back. I'm hearing you can't really visualize a surprise, but you can visualize the energy of a surprise. So your third eye could tap you into that energy as well. One last card for us, which is going to show you what that visualization of walking through the portal just activated for you, what this new moon in Capricorn and dark moon is activating for you, what moving forward with passion through your own rhythm and energy and frequency is activating for you. And it will give you an affirmation to activate it even further with your throat chakra while visualizing with your third eye activation. Again, I'm just going to go with the one on top. Justice. This balance of life and karma, action and reaction, input and output, giving and receiving, charity and generosity are all being balanced for us through this third eye activation by stepping into our own power, into our own ability to visualize and manifest, calling through the clear seeing of where you're going in life. Remember, where you are now is where you are meant to start. Start where you are. Justice is coming through. 5 on the top of the card there calls for a change is coming through. When a balance is shifted, a change occurs. And change, I tuned into a really beautiful message for 5 and 555 recently. And I'm actually going to go get the book that it's from because it gives such a fresh and positive and optimistic energy towards change and 5 and potential challenge that I feel really helps kind of bring all of this together. But we do have this affirmation on the bottom that says, by the power of 3 by 3, Mat, who is the Egyptian god of justice or goddess of justice, deliver justice to me. So whatever change that is needed through this new moon, that is a dark moon, whatever ambition, whatever drive, whatever expectation that needs to be released to make way for new surprises, just know that whatever change is transpiring for you and wherever you are is where you're meant to start. The change and the balance and the justice that is coming through this activation is this. All of your efforts are paying off. Abundance is yours to have, live, and experience. Open up your arms, open up your heart, arms, and mind to receive the blessings that are being offered to you now. That is the angel number message of 555 that comes with the allowance, the acceptance of change that brings forth the shift that allows that abundance to flow in. Open your arms, open your heart, take a deep breath, and walk on through. Wherever you are is where you're meant to start. And where you're meant to start is taking that next step with this Capricorn new moon and dark moon towards that new beginning. Releasing expectations and opening to surprise. Thank you so much for tuning in for this reading. I hope you have an excellent new moon and dark moon, and the next 2 weeks leading up to the full moon are full of abundance and prosperity and surprises and activations for you in ways that your human mind cannot even comprehend, that would bring amazement and awe to even our most discerning Capricorn friends. And I will see you in my next video. Namaste.